In 1780, Paris had a problem. Its cemeteries exploded. No, I'm not exaggerating. The ground literally collapsed and thousands of bodies flooded into basements, streets, and homes. Can you imagine opening your front door to find skeletons mixed in with your belongings? What do you do when your city runs out of burial space? By the late 18th century, Paris had been burying its dead for centuries, and it was running out of room. Cemeteries were overflowing, graves were unmarked, and the earth just couldn't hold anymore. People constantly complained about foul smells, leaking fluids, and the ground giving way beneath their feet. Medical authorities warned that major disease outbreaks were inevitable. The city was facing a terrifying reality. The dead were encroaching on the living. One of the worst offenders was the Cemetery of Les Innocents, right in the heart of Paris. Archaeologists estimate that tens of thousands of bodies were buried there. Then, in 1780, a section of the cemetery wall collapsed, spilling bones and decaying remains into the streets and homes below. The smell and the sight were unbearable. Parisians were horrified. The city was forced to confront a grim question. What do you do when the dead outnumber the living spaces above ground? According to historian Richard S. Gilbert, these collapses weren't isolated incidents. Les Innocents and other overcrowded burial grounds regularly leaked into the city's infrastructure, leading to constant complaints and urgent studies. This final collapse triggered a citywide panic. The authorities realized that traditional burials were no longer an option. The threat of disease, decay, and civil unrest was very real. So Paris made a radical decision. They would move the dead. They would take them underground into the vast network of old quarries and tunnels that snaked beneath the city. This massive undertaking would create what we now know as the Catacombs. This wasn't just an engineering project. It was a major social reform, a direct response to an urban crisis, and an unprecedented public health measure. The Catacombs transformed the city forever. Over the next few decades, the remains of millions of Parisians were carefully relocated, creating a silent underground city of bones stretching for miles. What began as a horrifying collapse became one of history's most famous subterranean ossuaries. The dead were finally contained, but their story continues to fascinate the living. Today, the catacombs stand as a stark reminder that sometimes the boundaries between life and death are measured not by myth, but by the limits of human space and ingenuity. What are your thoughts on this incredible story? Let me know in the comments, and if you want to learn more, click the link to watch our full documentary on the Catacombs of Paris. Thanks for watching.